Mama June. Pumpkin invites June and Gino to Ella's birthday party without Josh's knowledge. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mama June and her daughters are building their bond with each passing day. Sometimes June and Gino are seen to make things right, and sometimes Pumpkin and Honey Boo Boo make efforts from their side. Pumpkin has been angry with her mother for too long. However, she can no longer continue to do the same after seeing June trying so hard to leave the past life behind. And again, Pumpkin takes one more step to mend their relationship with her mother. This time, she does it by calling her mother to Ella's birthday party. Let us look into the details below. Mama June. Pumpkin invites June and Gino for Ella's birthday party. Pumpkin made a call to June in an exclusive preview clip of the Hollywood Gossip. Don't worry if you cannot see the preview video, it might not be available in your area. Well, we have covered all the details that it beholds. Pumpkin called June to see whether she and Gino could make it to Ella's birthday party. Mama June was shocked after listening to her daughter's request. She could not believe that Pumpkin is actually inviting them to her place. The 21-year-old also explained in a confessional, "Even though me and Mama have very different opinions on how to be the best mother, Mama is a good gidgee to Ella. Indeed, she wishes her to be there at her daughter's birthday party." Is Josh okay with Mama June staying at his house? June Shannon is obviously excited about her daughter's invitation. She and Gino are definitely going to be there at Ella's birthday party. Regarding that, June asked Pumpkin about nearby hotels for the stay. However, Pumpkin did not want her mother to spend money on hotels. Pumpkin, therefore, asked her to stay at her house. Well, will Josh be okay with that? Does he even know that June and Gino are coming to the party? It seems that Pumpkin has not informed her husband yet. Josh and Pumpkin have not been on very good terms ever since Josh went to Florida to pick Honey Boo Boo. Moreover, Pumpkin and Josh are still on the way to mending their relationship. So, Ella's mother decided not to tell Josh about coming of June and Gino to the party. Pumpkin stated, "I don't think I'm going to tell him about this. How mad can you be at your pregnant wife? He will definitely not be much mad." Meanwhile, Pumpkin is also a bit nervous with June and Gino coming to her house. Things have not been good between Pumpkin, June, and Gino. And starting things afresh seems to be a little bit odd for everyone. Pumpkin doesn't want things to fall to *T once again. This is the first time for June to see where Pumpkin lies, and she wishes things not to get chaotic once again like how they were before. Do you think June and Gino's arrival at Pumpkin's house will bring things down? Let us know in the comments below. Lauren Pumpkin Shannon was in the middle of planning a special birthday party for her daughter, Ella Grace. Ella was turning 4, and Pumpkin wanted to make it a memorable occasion. The past year had been challenging for the Shannon family, with ongoing tensions and personal struggles, but Pumpkin was determined to bring everyone together for a day of joy and celebration. Pumpkin's husband, Josh E. Ferd, had been supportive but wary about inviting certain family members. Relations with Mama June Shannon had been strained ever since June's tumultuous relationship with Gino Doak, which had brought chaos and stress into their lives. Josh was particularly concerned about Gino's presence at the party. However, Pumpkin felt that it was time to mend fences and give June a chance to reconnect with her grandchildren. With this in mind, Pumpkin decided to invite June and Gino to Ella's birthday party without telling Josh. She knew it was a risky move, but she hoped that the day would bring healing and reconciliation. Pumpkin nervously dialed her mother's number, feeling a mix of anxiety and hope. June answered on the second ring. "Hey Pumpkin, how's everything?" June's voice sounded upbeat, a stark contrast to the tense conversations they had shared in the past. "Hey Mama, I'm good. I wanted to talk to you about something important," Pumpkin began, trying to keep her voice steady. "Ella's birthday is coming up, and I'd love for you and Gino to come. I think it's time we all spent some time together as a family." June was silent for a moment, processing the unexpected invitation. "Pumpkin, are you sure? I don't want to cause any trouble, especially with Josh." Pumpkin took a deep breath. "I know it's a big step, but I believe it's the right thing to do. We need to start healing as a family, and Ella's birthday seems like a good place to start." June's voice softened. "Thank you, Pumpkin. We'd love to be there. I'll make sure Gino knows how important it is to be on his best behavior." As the days leading up to the party flew by, Pumpkin found it increasingly difficult to keep her plan a secret from Josh. She felt a constant knot of guilt in her stomach, but she was convinced that inviting June and Gino was the right decision. On the morning of the party, Josh was busy setting up decorations in the backyard. Pumpkin watched him, feeling a pang of anxiety about how he would react when June and Gino arrived. She decided to wait until the last minute to tell him, hoping to minimize any potential conflict. Ella was excited about her birthday party, running around the house in her favorite princess dress. "Mama, is everyone coming today?" she asked, her eyes wide with anticipation. "Yes, sweetie, everyone's coming," Pumpkin replied, giving her daughter a hug. She hoped that included June and Gino wouldn't disrupt the day's festivities. Guests began to arrive, filling the backyard with laughter and chatter. Family and friends mingled, and Ella delighted in the attention she received. Pumpkin kept glancing at the driveway, anticipating June and Gino's arrival. Finally, she saw June's car pull up. Her heart raced as she walked over to greet them, trying to appear calm. June stepped out of the car, followed by Gino, who looked unusually subdued. "Hey, Mama. Hey, Gino. Thanks for coming," Pumpkin said, hugging her mother tightly. "We wouldn't miss it for the world," June replied, smiling warmly. Gino nodded, his demeanor respectful. "Thanks for inviting us, Pumpkin. We're here to celebrate Ella." Pumpkin led them to the backyard, where the party was in full swing. She caught Josh's eye, knowing that the moment of truth had arrived. Josh's smile faded as he saw June and Gino walking towards him. He set down the decorations he was holding and walked over to Pumpkin, his expression a mix of confusion and frustration. "Pumpkin, what are they doing here?" he asked, keeping his voice low to avoid making a scene. Pumpkin took his hand, trying to convey calm. "Josh, I invited them. It's time we try to move forward as a family. For Ella's sake, can we just give it a chance?" Josh looked at her, his jaw clenched. "I wish you had told me about this. I'm not happy about it, but I'll try to keep things civil for Ella." Pumpkin squeezed his hand. "Thank you, Josh. It means a lot to me." The party continued, with everyone trying to put aside their differences for Ella's sake. June made an effort to reconnect with her grandchildren, playing games with Ella and chatting with her other grandkids. Gino stayed in the background, aware of the tension his presence caused but determined to show that he could be part of the family in a positive way. As the afternoon wore on, the initial awkwardness began to fade. June and Josh exchanged polite, if strained, conversation. They both knew it would take time to rebuild trust, but the fact that they were trying was a step in the right direction. Pumpkin watched with a sense of relief as her family started to come together. She knew there were still many challenges ahead, but this moment of unity gave her hope. Ella's laughter was infectious as she opened her presents, surrounded by her family. She was thrilled with each gift, her eyes lighting up with joy. June and Gino had brought her a beautiful dollhouse, which quickly became her favorite present. "Mama, look at what Grandma and Gino got me," Ella exclaimed, showing Pumpkin the dollhouse with pride. Pumpkin smiled, feeling a warmth in her heart. "That's wonderful, sweetie. I'm so glad you like it." June watched the interaction, her eyes misting with emotion. She was grateful for the chance to be part of Ella's special day and hopeful that it marked a new beginning for their family. As the party wound down and the guests began to leave, Pumpkin found a quiet moment to reflect. She had taken a big risk by inviting June and Gino, but it had paid off. The day had been filled with love and laughter, and the family had taken the first steps toward healing. She knew there were still many hurdles to overcome. Trust would need to be rebuilt, and past wounds would take time to heal. But for now, she was content to celebrate the small victory of a successful birthday party. That evening, after everyone had gone home, Pumpkin and Josh sat on the porch, watching the sunset. Josh took Pumpkin's hand, his earlier frustration replaced by a sense of understanding. "You took a big risk today, Pumpkin," he said quietly, "but I see why you did it. Maybe it's time we all try to move forward." Pumpkin leaned her head on his shoulder. Thank you for understanding, Josh. I know it won't be easy, but I believe it's worth it. In the days that followed, the family began to find a new rhythm. They started to communicate more openly, addressing their concerns and working through their differences.